Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a long time, a lot has happened as always, but today I'm going to be attempting to install these Oxford hot grips with the multiple settings. They're a pretty common kit. I just got this one from the local motorcycle dealer here in Canberra. They're on special, so that's why I grabbed them. So far I've just sort of tested it by pulling this old one off. Now I will say that, oh, there goes the screw. This screw and this end piece here is a pain in the ass to get off. So this obviously lines up with that little dimple there. But I would actually use a hairdryer on it, not a hairdresser, a hairdryer, because it looks like it's got to be a bit of Loctite on there. So not a bad idea to just heat that up. And then not only do you crack that off, I had to use a drill to get that off as well, while holding this other piece, because this other piece just kept spinning around. So it will spin around for a long time, but it is eventually undoing. It just takes a long time. Also use the hairdryer on this, so then it, can't talk today, then it will just slip off. So yeah, pretty easy. I will say as well, obviously you have to be able to access a battery to wire it up directly to the battery. So it's hardwired onto the battery. Then it has its own sort of power saving mode. So if you forget to, turn it off, it will actually turn itself off as well. So yeah, it's going to be my little project for this afternoon. I may not get it all finished today because I'm very busy, but for you guys watching, it's going to seem all the same because, well, camera and editing. So just using a standard height hairdryer there that you can see. Yeah, gone for the sports heat grips. Okay guys, so I got all the goo off. You can use like goo remover. I think you can use some sort of penetrant. But I didn't have any of that around, so I just used methylated spirits. Might even be able to use a little bit of petrol maybe, although you don't want to harm any of the plastics. So yeah, it's all nice and dry now, and then I can put the glue on, and I could probably start slipping the new one on soon onto the shaft. Obviously you want to put it on with the L being the left side, and I think they state to put it, obviously down out of the way as well when I put it on. But the glue will also act as a lubricant to help slip it on as well. So a little bit of lube goes a long way, guys. Okay guys, probably should have got my GoPro out for this, but I'm just going to dribble a little bit on here. And you know what? It would actually help if I unlock it and penetrate it first before it comes out, because nothing's coming after successfully penetrating the tip. I can squirt a little bit on the shaft here. Oh, has it? It's actually very liquidy, this one. It's spilt everywhere. I'm gonna have to clean that. That's okay. So yeah, it just says to put enough on there to get it to slide on. Okay, so obviously you want to put it on now, so the clutch still moves easily, and this little knobbly bit there doesn't get caught. And then we're just gonna slip the tip on the end here, tighten it up, and then we should be good to start on the other side. And then later we can come back and wire that in, but that's super easy. So guys, all you really have to do is just heat it up with the hairdryer a bit, start twisting it till it melts this goo a bit, then you can just easily slide it off. And obviously you want to do the same on the other side. Use some alcohol, rubbing alcohol or methylated spirits or something just to take some adhesive off. I don't think I'm going to get all this yellow stuff off, but I'll try my best. Finally, you want to lube up the shaft with some super glue, and then we can go slip this on and it should be good to go. So basically the next step is to loosen these two bolts here. It also comes with bolts as well, but I'm going to try to use the existing bolts. You just bolt that to there, and then this just screws on the back here, which I'll be doing first actually, so I can just stick it on there. It's a very easy installation, and then it's basically just plug in and play, and you hide the wires underneath the tank. Okay guys, so I didn't bother me filming putting in the screws because it's not really very exciting or eventful, but basically yeah, you just want to put in the screws. It also comes with adhesive, but I'm going to say you probably don't need that. And yeah, it's ready to go on. Okay, so this is pretty explanatory, but basically I use the long bolt supplied to be able to utilize that thick washer and the little washer while tightening it. I'm going to do it to the second one as well. Here are the bolts that came out of it. They're a bit shorter. We've got two short ones here that it came with and one longer one, so I've obviously used the other longer one. I'm going to use this longer one with the 2 washers provided, and then it should just go straight on. Next on the agenda, we're going to be taking this little battery cover off here. Very easy on this VFR. So unclip that. I believe when that's unclipped, I'm really sure it just pops out. Oh, there's one here as well. Okay, that's why. If I can reach it. So, once that's popped open, you pretty much just wiggle and jiggle this thing out. There we go, like that. That's what it should look like. Okay guys, so basically the positive and negative here goes on the positive and negative terminals of the battery. As you can see, I've already got my crude little battery saver device on there, where I plug in overnight, keep the battery charged. So basically just, yeah, following the same technique. Just going to unscrew that, pop that on, and then hide it underneath the tank here. To get to the tank, we have to undo these 2 8mm hex bolts. Not hex bolts, what are they called? Little, yeah, bolts or whatever they're called there. And we get this open, and then I can just run the lines right through. Okay guys, I would also suggest using something to hold your fuel tank up, because especially with like 3/4 of a tank, it's quite heavy, being like a 25-litre tank or whatever. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to try to run these lines probably down here, or maybe on the other side. I'll have a look. Just next to the wiring harness. I want it to be well sealed and away from the heat, and then I want to probably pop it up underneath there to the battery. But yeah, maybe while I'm here I could also check the air cleaner as well. You can do that if you want, just because you don't do this every day. But yeah, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm into my 2nd day of doing it now, only because last night it got way too late, too dark, and the light in this garage isn't very good. And I've been very busy as well, so the magic of editing and film, I guess, that you can be the next day and no one will even know. Okay guys, as you can see, I've wired it into the battery there with the screws in and with the battery saver. So I'm just going to plug the rest in, and I'm going to try to maybe even hide the wiring down here, because there's a nice little spot down here underneath there that's away from the exhaust and it's nice and cool. Or run it up the side. I'm not sure. I need to see how much wire we have to play with. Guys, a moment of truth. Connected. Alright, let's see if it works. Yay! 50%, 75%, and 100%. There you have it, folks. It's all wired up. Battery cover's back on. Everything's all neat. I tucked and cable tied the wires away. Heat shrink them as well. As you can see, it's just sticking out there. Goes underneath the tank and then to the battery. So it's all ready to go. And you just got to put the seat back on, and then that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like what I do, please like, comment, subscribe. It would help me a lot. Appreciate your support. Talk to you soon.